Hello and welcome back YouTubers to another episode of Pokemon Theories, the show where 9 out of 10 doctors agree Professor Oak isn't really a professor and going to the gym doesn't mean pumping iron. Please note that in all my videos, if I use images from Google, that I do not own any of those images, and all images obtained from Google are owned by their respective owners and copyrights. So please remember this when watching my Pokemon Theories. Thanks. Hello and welcome back YouTubers, I'm Protomari and welcome back to another Pokemon Theory. So, it's been requested by several people quite some time ago, is Mewtwo created by the gym leader Blaine and Mr. Fuji? So, I can understand Blaine, but Mr. Fuji, the guy in Lavender Town? Well, it would seem there are two Mr. Fujis, so let's address the movie one first. Mr. Fuji from Pokemon, the first movie, was an active member of Team Rocket, not surprisingly. His motivations for the project were cloning his daughter Amber back to life, which gained the attention of Giovanni, subsequently causing the research of Mewtwo through Giovanni's funding. Amber 2, the clone form of Amber, died, unfortunately, eliciting a heightened emotional response from Mewtwo. Dr. Fuji panicked and administered a form of emotion-suppressing serum to Mewtwo. Probably not the best idea. Shortly after maturing, the Mewtwo matured through gaining its own consciousness. It destroyed the lab on New Island, presumably killing everyone, including Mr. Fuji. But wait a minute. New Island? That isn't where Blaine was, nor Mr. Fuji from the games or anime series. So that's not right. But that does cover the movie. But since the movie really isn't canon, it's hard to say for sure that this would make the theory itself true. So I'll chalk that up as a true statement. The movie Mr. Fuji definitely created Mewtwo. So, how about Blaine then? While Blaine has been seen disguised many times, he is most notably known for being a gym leader, not a scientist. But I guess in the world of Pokemon, all it takes is a scientist lab coat to make you a scientist. Just kidding. But seriously, Blaine lives on Cinnabar Island, and eventually moved out to the Seaphone Islands due to his dedication to being a gym leader. So when living on Cinnabar Island, where did Blaine live? And what Pokemon did Blaine use? Fire types? And there just happened to be a burned down mansion next to his gym? While these links might be loose and the manga depicts a much more serious event, the evidence is slightly there. But in the manga, it does show this. Mewtwo was created by Blaine in a Team Rocket hideout using a small sample of Mew's DNA and Blaine's own. After it was fully cultivated in the Pokemon lab on Cinnabar Island, it went berserk and demolished the place before settling in Cerulean Cave. While the manga may not affect the game greatly, the ties there can only be assumed upon the game as well. Though small, they may be the only shreds of evidence we will ever get. And remember, the creators did want the manga to reflect the games, or the games to reflect the manga, vice versa. So that settles it. Blaine was definitely involved in the creation of Mewtwo. But what about the real Mr. Fuji? Well, the one that lives in Lavender Town was shown in the short anime series Pokemon Origins in 2 episodes. Warning, spoilers ahead for anyone who hasn't seen the ending. Mr. Fuji is spoken to by a young lady and informed that Red is going to try and capture the final Pokemon. While Mr. Fuji doesn't confirm anything about him creating that Pokemon, he does confirm that he knows an awful lot about that Pokemon, somehow. so it can be assumed fairly easily that he had some type of hand in its creation. And while it may not have been created for Giovanni, the evidence is there that Mr. Fuji knows a lot more than he's saying. So that at least confirms that he has advanced knowledge of Mewtwo. So that's roughly 3 out of 3, making this theory a true statement. So guys, I'm Proto Mario, and if you enjoyed this theory or have your own theory on who created Mewtwo exactly, please leave it in the comments section below, because I am all ears. By the way, I would really appreciate a like, a comment, and, above all, a subscribe. So thanks for watching, and remember to stay tuned next week for another episode of Pokemon Theories. I've been your host, Proto Mario, and I'm signing out. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. And now, time for a service announcement from the Maverick Army. Tired of the norm? Is it time for a revolution? Join the rebellion and become a Maverick today by subscribing to Proto Mario. Remember, together we can create a new world order of gaming. Mavericks unite.